Hello everyone, welcome to our timeless oracle reading. Our oracle card for today belongs to the Shamanic Healing Oracle Cards by Motuzas. And the card for today is entitled Integration. Whenever we use the computer, one of the maintenance that we often do is defragmentation or defragmenting our system. What happens is every time you use the computer, the operating system becomes fragmented at a certain after a certain period of time. Um, Sort of like becomes cluttered within. The system becomes a little bit cluttered, and so part of the maintenance is defragmentation to put things back into order, into their right places. When we try to clean a home or our room or our table or our life, one of the terms that they do is decluttering. We try to put things into order. When we look at the word integration, it's the same. As we grow, as we go through life, as we grow, the life experiences that we have somehow becomes a little bit cluttered. Okay, it becomes a little bit decluttered, and we need to take moments of pauses in order to put things back into order or put things back into a better perspective. When we are able to put things back into order, we are able to see the bigger picture. If we are just constantly going through life without taking pauses for integration, then what happens is uh, we sometimes get lost in the forest. We need to be like eagles flying out of the forest in order to look at life in a better perspective. Sometimes going to a quiet place, in a distant place, or changing our environment will be helpful for us to reintegrate our life. Now, there comes as integration actually are cycles or regular cycles in our life. We need to integrate our life. But there's that big term of integration in our whole life, wherein as you grow deeper in your spiritual journey, you will really have to review your life. You need to heal from past hurts, from past painful experiences. So usually it happens um, in our 40s or more. When we are already nearing our midlife, we come to a point where uh, Carl Jung would consider as individuation, wherein we try to reintegrate everything in our life's experiences into a more orderly setting. So what happens is the integration is something like that when we try to put together all our experiences, our life experiences, and win from those experiences important lessons that will allow us to move forward. Part of the integration process is being reconciled with those parts of ourselves that we are ashamed of or we have pushed into the subconscious mind because it was difficult to integrate them to our environment where we are living. So what happens is those things that the environment would frown upon, or things that the environment or our society would not consider as passable or acceptable, we push them into our subconscious mind and they become part of our shadow person. Now, part of our growth is being reconciled with that shadow person. Part of the integration process also is decluttering, removing from our lives those practices that we might have taken along, or maybe even relationships, or maybe even life situations that we know are not beneficial for us. And so we need to give attention to that also. For those hurting situations when you have been traumatized in the past, or those painful life experiences, we also need to take a pause in order to heal. Oftentimes, they get our attention because when the time really comes for us to give attention to them, they will keep on bothering us. When we are in our silent moments, certain past memories would come and haunt us and make us feel uncomfortable. They even sometimes accompany us in our dreams. When they do that, it's like an indication that we need to take a pause, accept them as part of our history, take the lessons that we can learn from them, and tell them that, yes, you are a part of me, you have made me who I am. Let us now move forward. So it's like that. So the process of integration, the process of individuation, the process of healing is a continuing one. It's a cycle, a constant cycle. It doesn't just happen in one go, but there is that significant moment when we reach about nearing our midlife, when the universe gives us a certain tower moment to waken us that, look, you need to do something about your life. You are meant here to be who you are. And if there are certain things in your life that hinders you from being who you are, the universe gives attention or catches our attention to it, sometimes by giving us certain crisis to wake us up so that we can live a better life. The life we were called to live, and that is to be who we truly are. So the integration process is a constant one, but a very vital one in our life. Now let's try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card, and maybe we can gain more insights regarding integration. We are a sum of all our experiences in this and other lives. We all bring forward a wealth of knowledge, talents, and wisdom. One of the challenges is remembering who we are. We are bombarded every day in every way with messages on who we should be, what we should do, and what we should wear, how we should live. These messages come from the media, society, our family and friends, and even strangers can drown out who we really are meant to be, who we have grown into lifetime after lifetime. Find some quiet moments in your day to identify and start a relationship with that small, strong voice inside you. Pretty soon, you won't hear the other messages. Many times in your interactions with others, you hear that small voice that tells you something is not right. Your logical mind tells you to stop it. Nothing is wrong. Stop being silly, dramatic, overreacting. You may ignore your inner voice in a quest to fit in, to be loved or admired. You do not realize that your inner voice is warning you that the other person's energy is not matching their words or action. Listen to your instincts about this situation or person. So, moments of pause is very important for us to constantly reintegrate ourselves, to constantly attain a certain balance, to constantly recognize parts of ourselves, especially those unique parts of ourselves. Now, this early mentioning in the handbook of shoulds and shouldn'ts, these are the things we need to declutter, because the shoulds and shouldn'ts are things that were dictated to us by our environment, the society, the people around us, and not all of those suggestions they gave us are feasible for us or workable for us. Sometimes they tend to make us make us into a person that is not truly an expression of who we are. So we end up becoming somebody that we are not. And because we are somebody that we are not, we are just second best. If you really want to be the best, you need to be able to express your own unique self. When you are able to express your own unique self, then you are the best you that the world can ever have. So, these are beautiful things about integration, and integration is a regular process we need to go through. Integration somehow is related also to individuation, to transformation. All of them contribute to that kind of living wherein we are able to truly express who we are, and we are able to take the middle road. We do not go to the extremes, and we just are able to be a beautiful oasis for others around us. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain some insights regarding our oracle reading. Uh, since it's a reflection, you have the freedom to agree or disagree. But the important thing is whether you agree or disagree, it has tickled your insights also, or tickled you to develop your own insights along the way. May this reflection enrich you in your life's journey. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.